Hello, my fam. It is Perez, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and your number one source for everything It Ends With Us saga. I am angry. I am heated. And I am not surprised. After last week, when Justin Baldoni and the Wayfarer defendants delivered a mountain of evidence, they provided us with so much receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots. I was riding high, and now I've come crashing down. Malice in Blake Land's bestie, Judge Lyman, has just issued a significant ruling in her favor. But maybe it won't help too much because her lapdog has granted in part and denied in part her request for sanctions against Baldoni's producing partner and the head of Wayfarer Studios, Jamie Heath. I literally just saw the first paragraph and I was like, I gotta make a video ASAP. So we're gonna go through this together in real time. But first, a reminder what it's all about. Van Wilder's wife has repeatedly asked for sanctions against Justin Baldoni, the Wayfarer defendants, and even their attorneys. Recently, the zero-time Oscar-nominated actress specifically went after Jamie Heath over the birthing video. You know, the one where she thought that he was showing her corn. Baseless Blake was angry that Jamie Heath did not turn over the birthing video in its entirety, and he only gave the part after his child's birth, not beforehand. And remember this, the expert extortionist wanted not just sanctions, she also was asking her bestie, Judge Lyman, to prevent Jamie Heath and the Wayfarer defendants from providing any testimony whatsoever over the birthing brouhaha at trial. That could mean no firsthand testimony about what he showed or didn't show, about how people in her trailer reacted, etc., etc., etc. And if you will remember, the Wayfarer parties responded saying they already handed over footage and all that they were obliged to turn over. Now we're hearing from the judge and what he thinks of both arguments. Let's get into it. It says, Louis J. Lyman, United States District Judge. Plaintiff Blake Lively moves to sanction defendant Jamie Heath for failing to produce all video footage related to the birth video that the court purportedly ordered produced on August 27th, 2025. Lively seeks sanctions 1, directing Mr. Heath to produce all video footage depicting the birth video, including but not limited to all versions that show the delivery within 3 days of the court's order, and 2, an order precluding Mr. Heath from offering any evidence, including written or oral testimony, on the topic of his showing the birth video or any portion thereof. Heath opposes the motion. The motion is granted in part and denied in part. Why? Let's see what my former nemesis, Judge Lyman, has to say. Quote, on August 4th, 2025, Lively moved to compel the Wayfarer parties to produce a number of documents. Of particular relevance here, Lively complained that Heath had failed to produce documents responsive to her requests regarding her allegation that he had shown her and her assistant a video of his wife giving birth while on the set of the film It Ends With Us. In her complaint, Lively alleges that Mr. Heath approached her and her assistant on set and started playing a video of a fully nude, unclothed woman with her legs spread apart. Miss Lively thought he was showing her pornography and stopped him. Mr. Heath explained that the video was his wife giving birth. The Wayfarer party's complaint against Lively, meanwhile, asserts the following. Quote, Lively continued with an outrageous and knowingly false suggestion that she was shown pornography or naked images of Heath's wife on set. This allegation knowingly and maliciously misrepresents an instance when, in connection with the birthing scene, Heath, at the director's request, attempted to show Lively a video that demonstrated the director's vision for the scene. This video, which ultimately was not shown to Lively, even though she stated she'd like to see it later as she was eating, is by all accounts beautiful. Since Lively wanted to see it later, what she saw was the first image at the start of the video, which shows Heath's wife, himself, and their baby after his wife gave birth at home, a natural birth or home birth. Lively therefore maintains that she was shown a video of Heath's wife giving birth, while Heath maintains that he showed Lively only a video of himself, his wife, and their baby after the birth. Lively grounded her motion to compel documents concerning these allegations in her requests for productions number 2 and 108. Request for production number 2 states, if your answer to any allegation in the Lively complaint was or will be anything other than an unqualified admission, you must produce all documents and communications concerning such response. Request for production number 108 calls for all documents and communications concerning your allegation in paragraph 101 of the Wayfarer SDNY complaint that Miss Lively falsely suggested that she was shown pornography or naked images of Heath's wife on set. Heath did not oppose the motion to compel responses to these requests, and by order of August 27, 2025, the court granted Lively's motion as unopposed. The current dispute is whether the court's order granting the motion to compel required production not only of the post-birth video Heath claims he showed Lively, but also of footage which might support Lively's claim that she was shown a video of Heath's wife giving birth. Because the court's order encompassed more than the video Heath claims he showed Lively, the additional footage should have been produced. What if there is no additional footage? What if he only kept this beautiful moment? This is giving me bad vibes. Lying Lyman continues. The local civil rules for the Southern District of New York establish certain uniform definitions governing discovery requests. Among the defined terms is concerning, which means relating to, referring to, describing, evidencing, or constituting. Thus, Lively's request for all documents and communications concerning your allegation in paragraph 101 of the Wayfarer SDNY complaint that Miss Lively falsely suggested that she was shown pornography or naked images of Heath's wife on set comprises documents that not only evidence Heath's claim that he showed Lively a post-birth video, but also documents more generally relating to the allegation that it was false that Lively was shown naked images of Heath's wife, including ones that might support Lively's version of events. Put another way, paragraph 101 of the Wayfarer party's complaint denies Lively's allegation that she was shown a video of Heath's wife giving birth, and it alleges instead that she was shown a post-birth video. Lively's requests sought to probe that denial. That Heath possessed a video of the birth and not just of the moments after the birth would tend to support Lively's claim and to undermine Heath's allegation that Lively's claim was false. Pause and question. For my fellow It Ends With Us saga loyalists, I don't remember right now, and I don't want to give out any incorrect information. Do we recall, let me know in the comments section, if Heath testified in his deposition or in any of the other filings, if the Wayfarer parties confirmed that there was more footage? I don't remember that little tidbit right now. If you do, let me know in the comments. Okay, back to the ruling. Blah, 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 Lively's claim, and to undermine Heath's allegation that Lively's claim was false. Accordingly, it was insufficient for Heath to produce only what he claimed to have shown Lively. The Wayfarer parties argue that Heath does not dispute that he showed Lively a post-birth video, and that the question of what Lively saw will not be resolved by production of all footage. However, Heath does dispute that Lively was shown a video of his wife giving birth, and the time for Heath to have objected to producing all footage related to that issue was when Lively made her motion to compel, not after he was deposed and was forced to admit the existence of the videos. Okay, we got our answer. Okay. Thus, while it may be undisputed at this point that footage exists that resembles what Lively claims she saw, the question for present purposes is not whether producing the footage will decisively resolve exactly what she saw. Rather, the only question now before the court is whether it has already ordered production of the footage based on Heath's non-opposition. It has. The materials at issue are no doubt extremely sensitive and deeply personal. They therefore fall within the category of materials in litigation that, while potentially discoverable, are still subject to strict confidentiality provisions preventing public disclosure. The materials are subject to the protective order in this case, and given their sensitivity, it is highly unlikely that their disclosure could ever be warranted. In addition to compelling the production of the footage, Lively seeks to preclude Heath from offering evidence on the topic of his showing the birth video or any portion thereof to her. That request is denied. I am too invested in this. Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 37B provides that if a party fails to obey an order to provide or permit discovery, the court where the action is pending may issue further just orders, including prohibiting the disobedient party from supporting or opposing designated claims or defenses, or from introducing designated matters in evidence. A district court has wide discretion in sanctioning litigants appearing before it. Among the factors a court is to consider in imposing sanctions under Rule 37b-2 are the willfulness of the non-compliant party or the reason for non-compliance, the efficacy of lesser sanctions, the duration of the period of non-compliance, and whether the non-compliant party had been warned of the consequences of non-compliance. These factors counsel against the relief Lively seeks. First, Heath argues that his failure to provide the footage was not willful because the best reading of the court's order was that he was only required to turn over the post-birth video described in the Wayfarer complaint. As already explained, the court disagrees with Heath regarding his reading of the prior order. Heath lodged no objection to producing all documents concerning the allegation that Lively falsely claimed to have been shown images of Heath's wife, and those documents included ones that not only supported Heath's allegations, but also any that might have supported Lively's. That ruling by the judge, I disagree with that. I think that's just wrong and injustice. I think the judge should have been more specific. The judge, this judge, he continues, the court cannot say, however, that Heath's interpretation was so mistaken or unreasonable as to give rise to an inference of willfulness. Second, Heath has not been warned of the consequences of non-compliance. Third, and perhaps most importantly, lesser sanctions, namely production of the footage and payment of Lively's attorney's fees incurred in making this motion are sufficient. Tens of thousands of dollars, easily. Ethically challenged Ezra and Lil Mikey are not cheap. The motion is therefore granted in part and denied in part. Heath shall produce the footage within 3 days of this order. The clerk of court is respectfully directed to close the motion at docket number 889. So ordered. Wait. Didn't he also rule that they have to pay her attorney's fees in seeking this footage? Third, and perhaps most importantly, the judge wrote, lesser sanctions, namely production of the footage and payment of Lively's attorney's fees incurred in making this motion are sufficient. So he says lesser sanctions are sufficient, but then he goes on to say explicitly that he only has to hand over the footage within 3 days. There's no follow-up about the whole paying her legal bills part. I know that Ezra is going to lose it over this. Expect a steaming letter tomorrow. And before we get that, which I'll update you on, make sure that you book me for a cameo. The holidays are literally here in minutes. And I love making personalized videos for you all. I have thousands of glowing reviews. Get one for the holidays or a birthday, any occasion, right now at cameo.com/myname. P to the E to the R to the E to the Z to the H to the I to the L to the T to the O to the N. Get some of my merch, like grab your friends, wear your florals, Team Truth, greater than my haters, I organically dislike you, and so much more. Check out my hoodies, my t-shirts, my mugs, my yoga mats, my pickleball paddles, my necklaces, my sandals, my notepads, and more. All available right now at buypopstuff.com. That's buypopstuff.com. Also, it is absolutely free to read my website. Stay informed and entertained. Check out my website every day throughout the day. It's myname.com. Perez, Hilton.com. P to the E to the R to the E to the Z to the H to the I to the C. P to the E to the R to the E to the Z to the H to the I to the C. P to the E to the R to the E to the Z to the H to the I to the L to the T to the O to the N.com. If you enjoy my podcast, we've got a Patreon where we are super active every day on the message board, and you'll get an exclusive episode every week. Sign up right now at patreon.com/myname. P to the E to the R to the E to the Z to the H to the I to the L to the T to the O to the N. If you watched until this point, you are a superstar. You are the 1%. Most people don't watch until the very end. This is the most meaningful way to support your favorite creators. Thank you, 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 thank you. Hit that like button, share this video, and in the comments section down below, say Merry. M-E-R-R-Y, like a Merry Christmas. Or if you want to say Mary, like Mary, quite contrary. Say Mary down below. I love you. I thank you. Thank you. All right. I'll see you in the comments. Thoughts on the judge's ruling? Let's discuss it all. You know where. Mary.